we learn time. Quite a long time sea has been stable.
Climate science is largely government financed, and when the government is wanting to maintain or set a policy direction, then there are some conclusions that are helpful to that policy direction and some that aren't.
But then you see how the waves are eroding even the solid rocks. Cutting the granite, which is the most hard you can say, into a platform. Quite wide platform, quite extensive. And then when the waves hit the rock itself, vertical, it make undercuts. And we saw quite extensive, I mean a question of 1 or 2 meter undercut. So the waves have eaten it. So waves can eat. That's nice. I have been working in 59 different countries in the world. And I have, most people, those who are not subscribing to this idea, or weird idea that sea is rising and that it is due to global. They are running out for problems at the university and so. Personally, of course a problem, but I overcome it. I don't think about it, and I publish. I have published 669 scientific papers.
And if you want to continue receiving grant funding in a government-funded program, then you're likely to couch your conclusions in such a way as they assist the government in its policy aims. So rather than evidence-based policy, you end up with policy-based evidence.
So there is no sign that sea level is rising today. IPCC is saying that sea is rising and it will, in a very short period of time, accelerate with a rate so you have some meters higher sea level the year 2001. Stability of this, stability of the platform. The platform is not being changed. It's the same thing for about 100 years, 200 years. And the same goes in. To cut this takes time. And of course it does. And you cannot see that this starts to be abundant and you get higher levels. On the contrary, it's a stable thing. And that's what we are saying about sea level. See, it's stable. It's not rising catastrophically, as the other people say.
It's almost as if the government would like you to ride a bicycle to work and not breathe too hard while you're doing it. Because we exhale 40,000 parts per million of carbon dioxide with every breath. The current atmospheric level is 400 parts per million. So you can see the difference. And carbon-based life forms like ourselves live and breathe carbon.
Erosional effect stop at the high tide level. So this is either. First of all, we can say, to erode this much takes time.
If you base it on carbon, then you can make it worldwide. And I think that they're aiming towards worldwide government under the auspices, perhaps, of the United Nations, and that they want to have a more equitable distribution of wealth. And so if you measure the amount of carbon that everybody's emitting, then this is the basis for potentially for taxation.
There's no tendency anywhere over the globe to say that sea level is rapidly rising. If it's rising as it's in the surrounding in northern Atlantic, it's a question about 1 millimeter per year. That is 10 centimeter in 100 years, and in 80 years it's 8 centimeters. That's nothing. So in 2100 it's 8 centimeter higher. It doesn't matter.
If you're only concentrating on carbon dioxide, if the only tool in your box is a hammer, then every problem looks like a nail.